Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream, Invasions, week 1, day 2. Of course, we haven't really gotten to do a full day of Invasions yet, so this will technically be our first one since it kind of got a little bit split yesterday due to us doing it on the morning video. But if we go check our mail, they seem to have done some kind of compensation. It does not seem to have sigils in it for whatever reason, but yeah, it looks like the Valerian accidentally flew the coop. Have some rewards as compensation because, of course, the bird yesterday actually wasn't appearing on the 4 tower battles. We only did 3 4-tower battles, but all 3 of those had a 0% chance of finding a Valraven. So yeah, we weren't able to get any, but here's our compensation for that. Unfortunately, as I said, I don't think it actually has any sigils in it, but we get 20 gems, 100 souls, 5,000 gold, and 1,000 glory, which I guess in the long run is actually better than 2 sigils, because our guild's most likely going to reach every reward anyways, and I'm not really trying for the leaderboard. Anyways, let's actually go claim our rewards. Of course, one of the big things that we get is the Vault Key today. So let's see what we actually get from the Vault Key itself. And it looks like we'll get to Stage 9 today. And then every other day, it looks like we'll be hopefully reaching a new orb. So tomorrow we'll probably reach 1. On the following day on Thursday, probably the 2 orb. And then probably on Friday, we'll be around Stage 12 for the major orb. And hopefully we'll get a good one off of that. But let's go collect what we currently have, the Vault Key and all these little things. Looks like 7 event keys and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, 7 event keys, 1 Vault Key, which we're opening immediately. 750 souls, 7,500 gold, and 5 runics from the current kingdom, which I guess is just doing pure red, because that is Pride Lands, and that is the current event week, is Pride Lands. So I guess it does it based on that every single time. That's not a particularly useful trait stone, not really anything you'd use that for, other than maybe fully traded courage if you don't already have it. But anyways, let's go open the Vault Key and see what we get out of this. I should already have the team set up. Actually, I believe I need to do 1 replacement because I was revamping it some, messing around with it. So let me actually go and replace back this team to what I was normally using. And you know what, I'll go the Forest Guardian route. I want to be safe with this one just so we get this super quick kill here. And then get a Ogrein for the higher damage. That is not how you spell Ogrein. There we go. Okay. Put the Firebomb all the way in the back or else it's going to block the mana. And there we go. But yeah, never use Firebombs up front. They will steal all the red away from you. Because they accumulate the red and then die. They don't die and then do their explosion. So if they are accumulating red mana, like let's say I had a team like this, we would get no red mana into our Sunbird. Because the Firebomb would be blocking it when he does his explosion. Because he claims the mana and then he dies, so yeah, always want to make sure your Firebomb is pretty much in the last slot every single time, or at least whatever colors you're trying to primarily obtain, or basically just red. Make sure there's no red troop behind him, essentially, is all you need to do. And same with a bomb bot, make sure there's no brown troop behind him on whatever team you happen to use with him. Anyways, let's get into this. I believe everything is in order. Not much I really need to change around from what I can see. So, yep, that should be good. I don't know why I'm like thinking so much for a simple battle like this, but I did want to make sure we get that super quick kill in case any of them get away. You never know. So let's take all his reds away. Get all that. Take that too. And we even got Forest Guardian if we want to throw a poke in there. I guess we might, but let me go through the split. And that's enough to kill it. Don't even need anything else. Come on, let's see those uniques. No. Let's see, what did we get in all that mess? It looks like we got a 100 gem drop from the big guy, from the Sparkle Sack. We got 2 of them dropping a 5 gem drop, and we got a 3 event key drop off of one of the smaller gnomes. That's actually not too bad. But yeah, I guess that's okay. Not exactly what I would have wanted from that, but definitely not going to complain about 110 gems and 3 event keys. That's definitely pretty decent. Definitely not the greater rewards or any uniques, but oh well. More gems for the pile. Actually, we're almost back up to 10,000. That's starting to repair quite a bit, and what was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh yeah, and we got the event keys, which we'll be saving for next week, because next week has a unique legend that we need to go open for, so we'll be doing a key opening on that Monday. But anyways, let's get into the actual invasions now, and go into that. So let's go get these battles. We'll be using, of course, this team for now. I will probably be switching back in, or not back into, but testing out the other guy, the Tower Crusher guy, the one that does like 3, 4, 5 times damage. But for now, we're sticking with the Black Beast team and with the team I initially been using, which is Black Beast, Mang, Forest Guardian, and the Giant Spider. Oops, let me move chat so I can actually see it. I can't even see chat right now. Hello, Blood Ninja. Hello, William. Hello, Caleb. Hello, Adam. Hello, Ray. Hello, Questor. Hello, Lowlight. Hello, Metalaris. Hello, Painting. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Derek. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Metalaris. Hello, Pandemonium. Hello, Sea Dog. Hello, Alonso. And hello, Xavier. Welcome all. And any questions in there? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Is the invasion messed up? You read it's impossible to complete. Is it? Well, we'll have to see. I do not know what happens when you hit 65 there. Like, what exactly happens. But no, raids and invasions go on indefinitely. They go on forever. So it's impossible to ever complete them because they just keep going on and on and on. It's about just getting as high as you can on the leaderboard. Oh, you got a gnome from your vault. Nice. I already got a gnome. That would have been slightly annoying if we got the same unique, but it's going to happen eventually. Just wish we could get some of the new ones. Yeah, Stone Shaker is pretty good against towers, especially since he can do his skull damage against all of them instead of the other one, which was only against one. How do I have so many gems? Oh, I've been playing this for ages, as well as back when the game used to have a really broken resource system. At one point, you were able to gain about, if you were in like the top 0.1% of guilds, at one point you could gain approximately 5,000 gems per week. And it was pretty broken, and that lasted for quite a while, actually. It lasted for a couple months. So a lot of people who were around at the time were able to accumulate quite a few resources. There were times I was just like, without there even being a drop I needed, I would just randomly throw down like 50 gem chests to show someone, or 50 VIP chests, because there was just that many gems in the game. Of course, nowadays they've reduced that amount by a very, very, very large amount, but... yeah, it used to be possible to gain a lot. And we've just been playing since the game launched, so we just naturally, even if that wasn't the case, we just naturally have a large accumulation of resources. Alright, we'll throw that down. Can we take that skull poke? Well, actually, that would be pointless. I need to go for the Devour first, so let me go do that. And look, now he's doing how much damage the other guy would be doing, and now we can get that damage even higher, which is what I love about the Black Beast instead of the other guy. Because the other guy wouldn't really be too useful, at least on a Black Beast team. If we were use the other one independently, the one that does a bunch of extra damage, then he'd be good. But with a Black Beast, I don't think it would really work out. Because you get a lot better value just from, or maybe not a lot better value, but you can't really use the two of them together, is basically the bottom line. Okay, he's just going to poke that. That makes almost no difference whatsoever, especially since I believe it hit HP, which is actually good for us because we can simply just go heal on HP. So we'll go get rid of all this mess. Hopefully that gives us the skulls we need, and yes it does, or at least partially. So we'll go for that. That takes out his barrier. Is there not an extra turn in all of this? I was kind of hoping there would be. Well, we'll go for that. That gets our mana back, if nothing else. And we'll slowly start chipping him down. Again, no extra turn down here, I don't believe. So, what do we do to work around this? Oh, we could take that, actually. That gives us an extra turn, plus a poke, and that's match. There we go. Sweet. And on to the next one. And I don't know what the whole deal with Val Ravens are now, in this scheme mode. Like, are we going to see any, or do they just never come and we just get sigils? I believe that's what they ended up saying would happen. They just don't appear, but you'll occasionally get like random sigils out of nowhere. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get that to happen at least once, the random sigil thing, even if we don't see a bird. So right here we're going to go for that Basilisk Tower, I think it's called. The Bastion Tower. Mainly because it has such a ridiculously high skull mitigation, as 75% reduction, which given that this is a pretty skull-oriented team, we want to make sure he doesn't really get anything out of that. So we'll just disable it immediately. Devour our own troop right there, of course. He'll poke us, but we get to poke it right back. Take that first, though. And what do we even have to do? I guess we'll take a simple skull poke into the extra turn. Leaves us with the other one. Not really any good way to take this. I guess we'll go for the yellow. Didn't get it, though. Now we could take the red to the blue to the yellow. Those cascades, but hopefully he doesn't get that barrier. Ah, he got it. Okay, that's a little annoying. We'll go and I guess just move this, take a yellow, and then we'll probably have some alignment that we could do. Oh, I could go actually get rid of his barrier with that if I truly wanted to. Oh, never mind, he already died. Oh, you know what? I never thought I'd actually get to use this spider, but we actually have spider alignment right now. Oh, I could have done the convert there and taken that skull, those 4 for skulls, but oh well. Well, I'm gonna take that spider kill. Oh wait, that's not enough damage? Oh. Never mind. I thought that was fail. Never mind. Rip, fail. I should have just threw it at the guy that had a high mitigation then. I didn't realize he had that low of a number. Oh well, it's not going to make a difference. We'll move that over. And guess we'll take that. And that's match. Way more than enough damage, and we get it for free. Oh, never mind, but we still get it. There we go. And down it goes. With Veneer, and yeah, it was... Hey, there we go. We got our 2 random sigils for no reason. Because there's no actual... For whatever reason, those birds do not show up in Invasion, because it will not replace a tower. So instead, it will just randomly give you 2 invasion sigils occasionally. Which is kind of weird, but that is the case. You met 2 of them in Invasion today? Interesting. I haven't seen one, but we're getting sigils as if we're seeing them. Oh, you just gave him, or I just gave him purple. So we're gonna go for a red to a brown here if we can. Though I do not see a good enough way of doing it. I guess we could try here, but that's not guarantee, and we miss it. But I'll go for the brown here. I could try double manging if I wanted to too. That would get us a lot of attack, but it's normally not worth wasting that much time. So we'll go for this. Get a really high attack increase. Devour it right back down. And see what we can do from here. So take a skull poke. And take the blue. And we're still undefeated in this one too. Though this game mode is quite a bit easier than the bosses, since there's no really annoying mechanic that can just instantly kill you out of nowhere. It's just simply the towers doing their normal stuff. We'll go try for that. Didn't get the brown, which I wanted. Guess we'll just take some greens here, which will also give us the mana we need for him. Ooh, that hit hard. Wait, he's double stuns? Oh, it stuns everything it touches with the adjacent damage. Interesting. That'd be cool if they made a natural troop like that. Hit a troop, hit half 2 adjacents, and then stun everything it hits. There's currently not something that does that. The tower has that mechanic, but no troop currently has that exact mechanic. It's kind of cool, actually. But we'll go and move that over. Trying to get a giant spider here if we can. I don't even care if we can take out something important. Though brown is pretty important, so is green. Never mind. I guess I do care somewhat. I guess we'll do it on brown here, because I believe we still get value. So now we... Oh, wait, I don't have Forest Guardian mana yet. Ooh, never mind. Okay, slightly less value. But we'll go and devour that and move from there. So we'll get that. Get our kill. Get a poke. And aside from barrier, we can one-shot everything now. But of course the barriers will be getting in the way some. We'll take a yellow here because I need that to get into full mana. Of course it doesn't surge, which gives him that green as well. He'll get another barrier there, a bunch of explosions, a bunch of manas. Hopefully we'll have a alignment. I see partial. I need an extra turn though for this to be worth it, and we do not have it. So we'll just take that out the way. And do we have it now? Yes we do, perfect. So we'll go for that. Get our poke, get another poke, and now everything we do will essentially one-shot once we get through the barriers. And should be good to go. We'll go take nothing over here, right? No, we'll just go move that over, I guess. Get that nice extra turn all out of nowhere. Giant spider can't do anything. So much so I almost feel like devouring it right now. I think I am. Probably a bad idea, but let's kill the spider. I guess I could have wasted its cast and then ate the thing that it summoned, but oh well. Not that big a deal. Go move the yellow over, take that over. And alignment? Maybe? Kind of. We got a double skull poke. I don't think that's enough to kill, though. No, 17 HP. But that's essentially match. All we need now is the last skull poke. I can even go and devour the forest thing if I wanted to. Barely has anything left anyways. Before I do, though, let me go grab that. And you know what? Oh, never mind, I won't. We'll just take that, and down it goes. I was about to go devour it if that skull poke wasn't there. And there we go. 3 gold keys from that battle. But let's go into the next one and see what's in stores. And we actually still have almost all of our battles. We still have 3. Hopefully we'll get another double sigil. You need double mang before casting at level 10. Yeah, I was doing some double mangs earlier. I kind of stopped because it was taking more time, but yeah, once we reach a certain range, we probably would need to double. So right off the bat, we're going to need to, actually, probably every single time we see multiple Bastion Towers, we should even start doubling now. Because as you can see, we see one right there, and that's definitely important that we get rid of those. So yeah, I guess we'll go start for the double already. Might as well. I don't see why not. Let's hope he doesn't go for... Oh, I could have just taken the green to the brown, I think. Whoops. Instead of him taking it away from us. So we'll go take that red and see if we can get that second mang in there on a target we need. We'll go move that over. And that's all we need. He'll do his little thing. He's going to get a barrier. Not much I can do against that, though. But we'll go on that last slot. and has way more than enough stats that we're going to be... Oh! Ooh! He killed it. Okay. Well, plan B is actually not too bad. Was not expecting him to actually get that kill already. That attack boost that he got, I was not expecting. I forgot he got a gigantic attack buff after that. But yeah, we need to keep this hero alive. To do that, we're going to need to spam Forest Guardian. That's the only way we could do that. Let's see. Did I miss the 5 of yellow? Probably. Probably. There's a lot of moves I tend to miss from time to time. And I look at them after the fact and it's like, how on earth did I miss that? I kind of want to take red. I also kind of don't want to take red. I guess we'll take red. I need to get giant spider alignment anyway, so I guess that will kind of give it to us. Yeah. This is going to be weird putting the spider in first slot, though. Actually, I can't even cast it for the rest of this battle, can I? Because I don't have any way to get rid of this summon now that the thing is gone. Luckily, our attack is so ridiculously high that shouldn't really matter. Especially since our green goes directly into Forest Guardian. It's not like it's being blocked or anything. Alright, we'll go move that, move that. Giant Spider, once again, don't really have a need to go for, but I can go for this. And, did we take that skull? Yeah, I think we take that skull. I could take this other one over there. Oh, never mind, he ruined it. And then he made it good again, so we'll go for that. And 2 HP. Now we'll go summon the spider. No, we don't need it. And down he goes. Well, not exactly how I wanted to win that battle, but it's still won nonetheless, and that's the only thing that matters in these battles is if we actually win it, so not too big a concern. We'll go into the next battle. That exact thing happened to you? What? Changed banner to bear? I was thinking of bear banner to get that extra +1 for our mank if we were going to go start into double. I figured we'd just go for the double green initially so we get better Forest Guardians. But, yeah, we might eventually need to switch to bear if we actually are going for double mank. If we're not going for double mank, there isn't much need to go for bear, though. We could take double yellow here, actually. I want to do that because we were going to get so much green off of it. The only slight problem here is I don't have another mang up, nor do I have one for free. So we'll need to figure out something with that. Do I just take a skull? Problem is every skull we take has such a low value, but the free ones I might as well go for. But now we just need to go for a mang already. Gotta get at least one down, so we'll take that. Oh, of course he wouldn't surge. And that's why you need that +1. Okay. I can't devour him yet, he hasn't gotten a mang down. And I really need that mang on second slot there. So I guess we just move this so we could take it next turn. He'll do whatever. And we'll go take that, mang it down, and go from there. So mang that one. And do we have Forest Guardian yet? Or Giant Spider, either or. Doesn't look like we had either though. So I'll just go for the Devour then. Nice extra turn. Got a lot of durability to hit through, but we definitely will be able to. Just a matter of actually getting through it. Is it worth casting this? I don't believe it is. There's too many things kind of in the way, so we'll let him do whatever there. He doesn't even use green, so that's not an issue. We'll get our barrier, get a bunch of pokes, poke, and double check the board, make sure we don't miss anything. Did we take this yet? Yeah, I don't think there's any drops, so we might as well do that. Take the other one. Double check for Giant Spider. That would be great if we could actually get that on that yellow or blue or something, but we can't. I guess we just go and... Oh, wait, I don't have anything to devour yet. Never mind. We'll just take another skull, I guess. So we'll take that. One more will kill it out. We have another Forest Guardian already, too. I can take blue to blue. Oh! Oh, I can't Giant Spider that, can I? Really want to. How's there nothing we could Giant Spider on for an extra turn? We don't even have it on yellow, despite all of them next to each other. Will this help us if I move this yellow down? Oh, that is not the way I meant to do it, but okay, I'll take it. That definitely meant to go the downwards direction. But we'll go do this now, and that's definitely match. We'll get our heal, we'll get a map. Should be able to extra turn this too, off our Devour, hopefully. Nice, exactly what we needed. And it would be great if we actually had a free turn here, but it doesn't matter. That's 200 damage, I mean 400. So that's way more than enough to kill it, and down it goes. And we got a treasure map, not like it really matters. And our final battle. Hopefully we'll get 2 sigils at the end of this battle. And that'll be that. Yeah, we did end up getting a haircut the other day. Pretty much just shaved everything off. Still need to clean up the beard because I didn't really do too much with it yet, but should be good. Let's see. What do I even need here? I guess we'll take the purple. yellow into double purple. That I definitely don't need. Might as well just... Well, we have a skull chance too, I guess, but... I guess I take it just so he doesn't get damaged. So we'll do that. Try getting a Devour soon. Need to get the Mang up. I don't have any drops for it though, and that would just give him a free turn. Purple we don't even need. I guess we take the green for now and just see what we get afterwards. So that at least gives us a red pair to go take. And I just need the brown to surge after, or a red surge. Particularly a red surge so we can go right into Mang. Yellow surge would also be great. Oops, right about now. And what are we missing here? Or what do we need? Well, what we need is not on the board, so we'll go for that yellow. There's the Mang, finally. So we'll throw that on the tower and move from there. So we'll do that. Should be able to get a Forest Guardian here. And yes, we can do that. That gets us all the mana we really need. This shouldn't miss. Good. If that would have missed, that would have been quite devastating. We'll go move that down. Take every move we possibly can. And that actually would have been another Mang if he was still alive. But oh well. Actually have Giant Spider alignment, so we can go for this into a Forest Guardian here. And that is definitely match. And there we go. Hopefully we get 2 sigils here. Otherwise we're done. Yeah, there we go. 2 more sigils. There we go. The only bad thing about this mode, since it doesn't actually show the little raven things, we don't actually get to see when we're actually going to get more sigils. Though, at least it makes it so we don't have some kind of arbitrary thing that we have to kill to get them. We just automatically get them, as long as we win the battle, which is kind of cool. It's not like the Raven where you would have to go and randomly hope you get the kill or focus it down or anything. You just automatically get it. Oh, whoops. That was kind of obvious. I don't know why I gave him that. I need to go get this up, so we'll go through all that down. Oh, you've got free poke out of it too. Not that good of value, but still, a poke is a poke. Go throw on Bastion Tower, get all that down. Go get our buff right here. And down it goes. We do not have enough damage to one-shot them. So that is starting to become a slight issue in that regard. But we can simply go and devour another spider, if need be. Which will likely be the game plan here. What do we even need here? Giant spider. You can't even do anything. Well, I guess on blue you can. You know what? I'll go do it. Just so you can go gain more of your mana back. But then again, we're getting rid of blue, so you're not really going to be gaining more of your mana back. But I guess we could use the spider to get rid of barrier, if nothing else. We can't poison them because they're immune to everything. But we can use the little poke that it eventually gets off its red mana to remove a barrier, if need be. Speaking of that, there's almost no moves on the board. I might as well take that red. And that will be our removal of barrier cast, is what that's going to be used for. I guess we'll take this over. Of course, he would get a random skull right there, in perfect position for him to go and tap us. Actually need to go get our mana up soon. We might not have enough to survive off of. So I'm going to throw this on last slot, as weird as that may seem, but mainly because he has 75% skull reduction. So that was probably more damage than what our skull would have even done to him, or about the same amount. So it's pretty much like getting a skull poke on him, since he has such a high reduction. And that should be a one-shot range, yeah. And now we can even one-shot this one due to the spider poke we did to him. Oops, I could have taken purple too. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't even use purple. But there we go. Actually, it might be better to keep the purples on the board just so we have those alignments going on. And now we need just one more battle unless we happen to get lucky and get 2 more sigils. But yeah, I've been enjoying this team. Works quite nice. We'll probably try the new guy soon. Of course, I haven't bothered even using him yet, but we will eventually. I just really love using the Black Beast. It's not every day you actually get to use him viably. This is enjoy it while you can, because Black Beast will not be usable for a very long time after this. He gets used for very, very, very few things. He's more of an early game kind of troop that you use when you don't have anything else to use. But of course this week, due to invasions, he's making a comeback for once. Yeah, it's been ages since I've used him as serious team. Go move that over. Nice free skull poke. Take the red. Oh, the struggle of not having +1 red. I guess I'd get rid of these purples. Or you know what? I'm actually not going to take that 5 times. I'm going to take it that way. Because again, I do want to keep the purples on the board so I can do things like that. If I would have taken that, I wouldn't have had that alignment there. Actually, we still have it on the bottom, so at least he can't block both of them now. Anyways, let's go and do that. He'll poke us or do whatever. That's still over there. We actually have alignment, but I haven't gotten my Devour yet, so it's not worth taking. Ah, and I give it to him for free. And now we probably don't have any alignment anymore. And no, we do not, of course. But I guess we'll get Giant Oh, we don't even have Giant Spider alignment anymore. Oh, no. He doesn't even take that extra turn for whatever reason. I will take that. Very nice. We'll go grab all that for free. Does that give us Forest Guardian? Yes, it does. And it gives us our new Devourer, too. So that will get overkilled. That gives us a Barrier Destruction if we need it. I don't think we will, though. Move that over. Come on. Too bad we couldn't get another Forest turn. Oh! I thought we could get a Forest Guardian in there. Almost. Not quite, though. Nope, no Forest Guardian casts. You know what? I'm just going to Devour the Spider, then. No extra turn, but it does poke him out. And, I believe one poke's enough damage, right? Yeah, that's enough. And down it goes. And there we go. Come on, 2 sigils, or else we're done for today. Come on. No sigils. But oh well. We got all of our tower kills in. And what level are we even at right now these days, as far as the thingy? We are at... Wait, we're that far down? Oh, no, we aren't. Where are we? Oh, we're actually number 5 in our guild right now. We're at 104 at this current moment, as far as towers destroyed. I assume a lot of people in my guild stopped getting the bigger packs then, in that case, if that is the case, because I'd assume if you bought a lot of packs, it'd probably be a little bit farther than that. I believe that's about how far you would be with 5 packs or so. But anyways, yep, that is the towers for today, or the invasions. Leaderboard, still the same leaderboard as always. How many do you actually need to make it right now? You needed almost over 200 kills. By the end of the week, it's probably going to be like 500 kills or something to get on the leaderboard, or who will have to see. But yeah, 445 kills is the current first place on the leaderboard. I don't recognize most of these names that are actually on the leaderboard right now. Kind of nice that anyone can compete for it, though. Or at least, I shouldn't say anyone, but you know, anyone who buys all the packs. Because one thing that was talked about earlier was, should it be like guild-wide or should it be individual? That is one thing I do like, even though they made it completely pay-to-win. I do like that it's on an individual basis instead of a guild basis. So even if a person is in a smaller guild, but still have the troops to be able to compete with and still have the gems to throw down, they could still try for the leaderboard. But yeah, it's still completely pay to win. That doesn't change that fact. But at least it's not guild-wide pay to win. It's not like your entire guild has to contribute a bunch just to be able to get up here. That's kind of how Guild Wars was slightly as well, to a degree. But at least with this, it's only on an individual basis. So if only one person from the guild wants to do it and the rest doesn't, then it still works out that one other person isn't hindered and the guild doesn't feel obligated to have to spend a bunch of gems. Still pay to win, but... yeah, I do like that it's on an individual basis. That's one thing I do like about it, individual instead of guild-wide, even though it's still a guild-wide event to try to get a bunch of rewards, but it doesn't really like punish you for having like smaller people in your guild and such. Kind of like what Guild War does, unfortunately, because Guild Wars, to actually be able to compete really well, you normally do have to, particularly at the higher brackets, make sure everyone in the guild has a bunch of mythics, good troops, stuff like that. Anyways, there's our extra rewards too, a little bit of diamonds, gems, all that kind of good stuff. Tomorrow we'll hopefully be getting that chaotic orb, and then eventually just 2 chaotic orbs, and I think we'll be able to reach stage 12. It's hard to tell because I don't believe as many people in my guild are buying the bigger packs, because they saw how useless it was the previous week. So I'm not sure how well we'll reach stage 12. But should be able to, and if not, maybe I'll go buy another pack and see how many more kills we can get. Each sigil is technically 4 kills because it's pretty easy to get the towers. So every sigil basically just translates into 4 kills then. Anyways, let's go into PvP a bit, kill these out, go to dungeons, and if you guys have any questions, team builds, anything, let me know. And I probably already missed a bunch of them, so let me go backtrack a little bit. What do we even need here? What tier did you end up getting up to as far as leveling? Oh, I didn't double check what tier that actually was. I'll go double check right after this battle. Oh, he's gonna... Ah, no, Scion. Forgot you're still very annoying. Okay, we'll get our... Oh, whoops, you're blocking my green. And there goes our full mana. Really? Okay, I need a brown here. Let me take that. It can't drain us, so we're fine. And, what do we have? It looks like purple. And now we should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, Divine Isabella, tell me you have alignments. I almost forgot what your alignment even is right now. It is red to... Yeah, there we go. Now I remember. Okay. We'll move that over. Take the other skull. And get the Infernus down. Finally, Scion is dead, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Probably convert out these blues. Never mind. We don't have the capability to really do so. Maybe a Mercy in there, so we'll go get a Mercy down. See if we can go get another cast in there, like on the blues. And No. Go move that. Oh, wait, yeah, we do. Duh. Keep forgetting the other color. And that's match. And that's Infernus. And there's our Revenge Gold. Oh, you're getting snowed in New York? I actually haven't been too bad as of recently. I know up north's been getting hit, especially when I was up there in January. We got hit really, really hard. I was stuck up there for like 2 weeks. But, yeah, I haven't been getting hit more down south, so... That's one of the slightly good things about being more south is you don't normally get hit with the winter storms as much. We still get hit by hurricanes and such on occasion, but not as many snowstorms. What was I about to go check? Oh yeah, guild, invasion. What level did we reach? Someone was asking. We reached tower level 91 is our current tower levelage with perfect streak. But I'm pretty sure most people have perfect streak. Invasion's actually pretty easy compared to raids. Or at least the initial levels are anyways. Is Dawnbringer still good? Yes, Dawnbringer is still an absolutely amazing weapon. It's still one of the best weapons in the game. It's not always the best weapon in every situation. But yeah, it's still really, really strong. You'll see it a lot on just about any team. There's really nothing it doesn't synergize with. So we'll go get that down. I actually did have alignment there, but didn't go for it. But we have it again, so... not really gonna matter. Take that into another one. Take all this mess. Throw maybe another explosion down or something. Get a nice Infernus in there. Maybe get some more manas because we can. Get her another, come on, Infernus. And that's pretty much match. Maybe do one little follow-up here or there. And we'll be good to go. Yeah, why not? We'll go for that. And one more poke will take it. Where's one more poke? One more poke. There it is. And that's match. And down it goes. Wait. No, what tier? Oh, we got tier 4 is what we ended up getting. Tier 4. Most subsequent weeks, I'm probably only going to go to tier 3. Most likely. Only reason I've really been going to tier 4 is for, just to be able to have more battles, because I was using a lot of them initially to kind of show it for the Monday video. But yeah, I'm probably going to be sticking with tier 3 most of the weeks, simply because that gives every unique, and that's all I really need is every unique. Maybe occasionally I'll get tier 4. Not really that needed though. I'll have to see where my guild lands as far as their contributions and such. And if it's a little bit low over time, then maybe I'll need to start doing tier 4s. But yeah, I think we'll be okay with tier 3s. We'll have to see. Okay, and into the next battle. Okay, we'll go and don't have a mercy, so I guess we'll just cascade some stuff. Go move that. He'll get a bunch of greens, and he keeps the alignment. Never mind, he ruins the alignment. Of course, he would go for that color. We'll take a red here, get our Infernus, gets everything up, gets our new board, gets the mercy, and that's match. Gets all of our mana back. No really good movement here. Guess that's good enough. Take all that, take all that. And do we have a good cascade for it? Not really. But we'll go and move that up a bit. And see if we can just get an Infernus down there. And down it goes. Hello, David! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do I go for it? No. We only get one poke out of it. Oh, I'm going for it. One poke is worth it. Okay, we'll get our... oh, we don't have Divine Isabella up anymore. I was going to go and convert that. I guess we can still convert it. Well, let's just do it for blue then. Keep the green on the board as much as we can, just because we need it for the other one. And see what we get from here. Move all that mess. Take that. Take that one up. And nope, I guess we go for a convert on our reds. I guess that wasn't really that needed. But we'll still get a poke out of it, so I guess it works out in the end. And then we throw our Infernus. And that's pretty much match. Anything we do will kill it. And that's match. Hello, Plumpko! Welcome, welcome. You got Dawnbringer yesterday, nice. Yeah, using it with a Mercy, using it with a Diviner, using it with Infernus, using it with Gorgotha frontline, all work out very well. It's also great for Guild War days, great in Arena. Actually, it's the strongest weapon currently in Arena. It's also pretty decent for raids because of all the death marks and instant kills, because it will block against Devour as well. That one thing that does like a 20% chance of devouring, you will be protected with a Dawnbringer, because Barrier, the way that Barrier works is it will negate against a Devourer attack in almost every case. The only exception is Kraken, but with every other case of Devour, it will trigger the Devour proc prior to the actual damage. So even if it does, let's say, 20 damage to a troop plus Devour, if it's Barrier, Devour will trigger first, which will work on the Barrier, and then it will do that small amount of damage. So you can use Barrier to protect yourself partially against Devour, even if your team naturally doesn't have immune to it. Which is useful because there's a lot of raids day where you probably won't be able to use some kind of alternative to have immune to Devour. So that'll be your alternative way of doing it. It's the only really good way of doing it. There's no other hero weapon that can do it good enough to really be worth using. So we'll go with that. I don't think... Oh, we do have alignment here. Never mind. We'll go get that in there. Should give us alignment on our... what's her name as well? Or Mercy. I'll take that. Get our heal in there. And that should be a match. Down it goes. Even if it doesn't die, it'll die to burn. You just got Queen Aurora. Is it viable? Not really. Queen Aurora is 100% mandatory to be fully traded to even be worth using. And it can be useful, though. Fully traded Queen Aurora is normally used on last slot teams that require getting a really quick start. Particularly things like Gorgolfa, Dragon Soul, and Infernus, and Worldbreaker. Basically anything that has a really high mana cost that needs that extra mana on all colors to kind of get started. But yeah, if you can't fully trade Queen Aurora, I'd completely put her to the side, because her ability itself is really bad. All of its value comes from its final trait, pretty much. And not having it traded is essentially useless. It's basically like a Celestasia, essentially. Or at least, I guess, a full team Celestasia. But, yeah, it's not really that good. What do we even do here? I guess we get a Mercy, get her mana, and go from there. Queen Aurora used to be a lot stronger, too. Her ability has always been the same, but the way her final trait works was changed a couple patches back. When they changed things from being able to multi-proc, they also made it so her ability couldn't multi-proc different colors, which kind of defeated most of the purpose of even using it. For example, if you take a... let's see if I can find an example of it on this board. I don't think there is currently one. Let me move that over. See if I can find one here. For example, right here, this brown-purple. If you had a Queen Aurora on your team, back before when she first was released, if you took that brown-purple right there, you would end up getting... +1 brown and +1 purple mana. How it works now is if you simultaneously take 2 pairs at the exact same time. So if we go and take that move right there with a Queen Aurora, we're only going to get +1 for one of them. If we cascade into, let's say, like a 3 times red, we'll still get that. But if we take 2 simultaneously, the +1 will only apply to one of these 2, not to both of them. And that fact makes her a lot weaker and not really worth using as much. Still really decent, though, for gaining a lot of mana. It's just... she has a little bit more of a liability compared to before. If you actually cascade it, then it doesn't matter. Like, for example, actually, I don't think there's any cascaded mana here. But if we take this, that's not a good example, because that's a skull. But yeah, let's say we took, like, this purple here, and then we got, like, a 3 times purple up there. We would still get the +1 for both of them. But if you take both of them simultaneously, it does not. Anyways, let me take the skull, and down it goes. Has there ever been a mythic in event keys? Yes, there's sometimes mythics in event keys. Mythics are in event keys only if the kingdom actually has a mythic. So, for example, the current event is... I actually completely forget. Pride Lands. So there are 0 mythics within the event key right now. But let's say, for example... when's the next one? Let me double check. Let's say the kingdom was... Leonis Empire. Leonis Empire is coming. I believe it's coming in with a kingdom-based legend too, which is kind of cool. Oh wait, never mind. That's February. My bad. That was or that was actually already came. I think that was Divine Isabella actually. Stormheim. No. Yes. No. Yeah, Stormheim has one. So for example, March 12th, the day I'm going to be opening up more event keys, because there's a new unique legend coming in. So you'd be opening up event keys anyways for it. But also on next week's event, since it is a Stormheim event, there actually is going to be a specific mythic within the drop pool for it, because the event key goes based on whatever kingdom it currently is. Right now it's Pride Lands, But next week it's going to be Stormheim, and if we go check Stormheim right here, Stormheim has a natural mythic within it. And if a kingdom has a natural mythic, it will drop as a possible choice. So right here, as you can see, we have, wherever he is, Jotnar Stormshield would be the mythic that would drop. He would be the only mythic in event key drop pools. Normally there are zeros, unless the kingdom has one. But in this case, the kingdom does have one. So next week's drops will be the 2 new troops that are coming in, Berserker, Dwarven Slayer, I believe Fire Giant, Ice Witch, Yarrow Fire Mana, Jotnar Stormshield, Keghammer, and Zephyrus will be all of the drops within the drop table for the event keys for next week. So yeah, we have that going. Of course, none of that's really too good to go for, though I will be going for whatever the new legend is, and that's the main thing I'm going for next week. But you might end up picking up yourself a random Yarrow or Jotnar while also simultaneously doing that. Most of the things within this kingdom aren't really that good, though I believe 4 times Giants are finally going to be viable starting next week. We'll definitely be messing with that for sure with Titan Hero class and see what we can actually get to work, that's for sure. Anyways, go grab all that. Wait, have we not finished off PvP yet? We haven't. Oh gosh, I need to go do that before the end of the stream. What am I doing? I need to go and catch back up on PvP. It's because it's the Explore week this week that I haven't really gotten around to it. But yeah, let me go and catch up on that. We need to go get that. So let's go get a nice cast in here. Do that on the blue. Hopefully get a Mercy follow-up. Doesn't look like it, but we'll go take that. Maybe get an Infernus in there. Oh, he's using Sunbird. That's funny. Oh, does that actually count as a kill every time it dies? Oh, that might actually be helpful. We could just keep passing turns and let it cast over and over again. That probably wouldn't be that viable, but technically would be possible. Yeah, I think that counts as an event gem. We'll find out in a moment. Did we get 6 event gems from this battle? If so, that actually counted as one. Okay, we'll go move that, go move that. Take a skull over. And take a blue as well. Grab some reds. Also, let me go give out a redeem code. We were having issues with it yesterday, so I want to go give out a code real quick. I normally don't on Tuesdays, but since we were having technical difficulties with them yesterday, I do want to go give one out. So let me go throw a... move that over. Take that one. Throw the Infernus. Let me go recheck the codes I gave out yesterday, though, to see if they're working now, because that could also be the case. But regardless, I'll go give out a code. And aw, he did. Aw, he would transform. Okay. Well, we'll just throw this down, I guess. We have an extra turn there anyways. And then Infernus for the kill, and down he goes. Yeah, I know, we need to do dungeons. I won't forget. I've been pretty good as of recently to not forget to do dungeons. Or at least during the day anyways. Sometimes I might forget to do it specifically on this stream, but normally right after. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot dungeons. Anyways, let me go and give out the code. Let me go find it first. Let me go find the ones from yesterday first, just to see if those work real quick. And if those don't, then we'll just move into the new ones. And those better work. The new ones should work. I don't see why they wouldn't. Where's the page for this? First things first, I need to figure out where on earth it is. There it is. Let me go test the old ones from yesterday, see if they're working now. Hopefully. And if not, we'll just use the newer ones. Redeem, and nope, this code does not exist. Yeah, there's just something weird going on with them, so we'll go use the new ones then, if that is the case. So we'll go to wherever that is located. 1 second. Need to figure out where that actually is. There it is. She posted all those. Let me copy paste all these. Hopefully they work. These were just given to me the other day, so they should. Though that's not a guarantee by any means. Let's see. And hopefully this one will work. Let me test it before I do give it out, just in case. Okay, where is the put code section? There it is. Put that in there, put that in there. I'm not a robot. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what's up with it. There we go. Okay, it works. So let me go get that for you guys, the redeem code for today. And put that over there. Okay, there you guys go. There's the redeem code that we didn't really give out yesterday because of technical difficulties, but there is the, what is that? 1077 KXXLL. I have no clue if that's supposed to stand for something or if it just randomly happened to have been random stuff in that order, but there's the code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, and it gives the normal reward as always 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. See what we get from the one. Ain't that good? Hey, Wisp. I remember when Wisp was amazing when it first got launched, and then it was like, nope, nerf hammer. It was a little bit too over the top. Now Azura is the best Dispel. Wisp is still the quickest Dispel in the game, but Azura is the best Dispel, because once it gets its first Dispel, it gets to keep doing it over and over and over again, which is a lot better than Wisp, because once it does it, you have to get all the mana back, and it's a little bit harder to gain the mana back these days on it. Also, that redeem code's only for PC mobile, and your invite code can be found underneath the options menu. And whatever your game says there is what you put in. Okay, we'll get a Mercy there. What do you personally use Glory and Gems for? Gems, I tend to save for Mythics, for the most part, or for Kingdoms. Like when new Kingdoms get released. And Glory, I tend to save for packs. The reason you see me spending so little of it is I'm waiting until 10-star Kingdoms get introduced to the game. And then once 10-star Kingdoms gets introduced to the game, basically every new troop that ever gets added to the game available via Glory, I will be buying out immediately to Mythic once we start getting 10-star Kingdoms. But I'm saving all my Glory basically until then. Once you see 10-star Kingdoms gets released, every single stack of resources I have is basically going to go down to 0, because I'll be trying to get every Kingdom to 10 stars. Of course, it'll be happening slowly over time, so I might be able to manage it pretty easily, but depending on how quickly they start releasing 10 stars when they get released, will determine exactly how much resources we burn, because I do want to have every single one pretty much as immediately as they come out, if we can. And 10-star Kingdoms is basically, the whole reason why I'm going for them is they give bonus stats, which is of course very nice. Every single Kingdom, once reaching 10 stars, will give 1 additional stats. There's 3 points in which a Kingdom gives additional stats. It's when you get it to level 10, which is the easiest to do. You do this via gold. It's like 130,000 or so gold between the Kingdom, buying the Kingdom and everything to get it to max. The second stat that you end up getting, which most mid to late game players have, particularly late game, is the 5 stars, which ends up giving you the +1 to a Kingdom. This becomes easier and easier over time due to more troops being in the game. And the final one, which doesn't exist at all yet, 9 stars currently highest any Kingdom has, but eventually we'll be getting 10-star Kingdoms, which do +2, which is additional 1, which means +3 total skill bonus, which pretty much just means extra stats. And that would be a total of, at this current moment in time, though there'll probably be even more by then, that would currently be, if every Kingdom had 10 stars right now, 5 additional attack, 5 additional magic, 12 additional HP, and 10 additional armor, which is obviously a lot of stats. And that's how much more we would have if every Kingdom currently would have 10 stars. Though it's probably several more months before we get to that point. So yeah, we still have a ways to go. But once it does happen, gonna need to make sure I start upgrading them. You finally have enough resources to get a Mythic. Should you get Skady or Worldbreaker? Worldbreaker for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Worldbreaker is absolutely amazing, and will definitely do a lot better value than the Skady. Skady essentially only gets used for Blue Guild War Day, and that's about it. So you'd get a lot better value out of Worldbreaker. Worldbreaker is one of the quickest damage sources in the game right now. It's full AoE, really high damage, works well with Dragon Teams, works really well with Glitter Claw behind it. I like using it with the Mountain Crusher, using the hero, the Dragon Guard hero class, followed by a Dragon Soul, and then Worldbreaker, and then Glitter Claw is a team I normally run with that. As far as other options, putting it behind a Gorgulfa with a Mercy is pretty strong. Using like Gorgulfa, Infernus, one other troop, like maybe a Dawnbringer, and then Mercy is a pretty decent combo. And other than that, really just incorporating into any team, even right here on this team, it would end up working pretty decently. But, oops, I should have converted. Oh well. But, yeah, I would definitely suggest getting Worldbreaker. He's one of the best mythics at the moment, and there's no nerf in sight, so he's probably going to stay as is. The biggest liability with him, of course, is his ridiculously high mana cost. He's currently the highest mana cost in the game, but he also has a really effective ability, obviously, for having such a high mana cost spell. Do we even have a Mercy in here? He's also really good if you're going to be getting excess mana in any of the 3 manas that he has, because he has such a large mana pool to dump it all into. Okay, we'll throw an Infernus in there. And do we even need any follow-up? Not really. What kind of? We don't have alignment, though. Or do we? We have 1 Skull Poke, but that's not enough. I'll go for it, why not? So we'll do that. He'll do whatever. Doesn't matter if he gets a kill. As long as he leaves this 1 skull, we win. And can you end your turn? Okay, he leaves us with 0 skulls and almost killed us. Wow. So we'll go for that, and down he goes. Oh, Wordbreaker and Infernus. You'd go for Infernus? That's a little bit of a harder choice, because they're both very useful. I probably would go for Infernus if the choice was between Infernus and Wordbreaker. Mainly because Infernus has a much lower mana cost. So all the liabilities that a Wordbreaker normally has, a Infernus doesn't. The only slightly bad thing about an Infernus is you need to put it in a safer spot. You can't just put it in front line or anything like you might with a Wordbreaker. Wordbreaker can be ran in like first and second slot if you truly had to. More so a second slot troop. Infernus is more of a third slot troop, mainly because you want to keep it as safe as possible, because he doesn't have any kind of durability increases or anything like that. Once he starts taking damage, he can die very easily. Whereas at least with a Wordbreaker, he gains constant extra stats every extra turn you do if you have the traits for it. If you're using a Dragon Guard class, he gains even more HP. And if you have... and he has the Infernal Armor, so he gets to reflect some of that damage too. But yeah, he gets none of that. He's mainly just here for the burn, the Firestorm, the really good ability, and yeah, basically just his really good abilities where he gets a good majority of his value. What do we even need here? Do we have alignment? I guess we do. There we go. Perfect. I didn't see the skulls there. She feels like a Shegra combined with a Mercy, combined with a I don't know what else does a small amount of a chance. I guess a Diviner. She feels like a Mercy plus a Diviner plus a Shegra all in one troop. Plus you get half mana on all Divines. It's really weird because she's not too much... Her ability itself isn't really much different than any of the other ones that do a double convert. But it's the colors that she ends up doing it with, and the fact that it's also Divine bonus is what really gives it that extra boost. Is Monster Muncher good for purple Guild War days? Monster Muncher. I don't think enough monsters would be used on that day to be worth it. I don't think there are. Yeah, I probably wouldn't bother with it. It's something really easy to counter around if someone sees it on your team. Yeah, I don't think I would bother with it on either defend or invade. Both wouldn't really work. Unless the team happened to have had a lot of monsters, in which case I guess you could go for it. Like, for example, if this was a brown or yellow day, we could be running 4 times Gob Chomper against it and just instantly win. And that only works with Gob Chomper, though, mainly because Gob Chomper starts with Empowered, so he automatically gets that. But let me go and... do we have Divine Isabella in this? Not really. We'll just throw an Infernus down, see if we can get some alignment and just work from there. And... then we'll probably go do dungeons, because I haven't done them yet. Also, anyone just getting here, don't forget to use the redeem code. There it is right there on gemsofwar.com, underneath the game code section, if any of you haven't used it yet, who are on PC mobile. We do have a code today. We normally don't today, but I do like giving them out throughout the week on occasion. But there you guys go. Do I have a favorite gold team right now? This is my favorite gold team right now. Gold teams are basically anything that wins PvP as quickly as possible is considered a gold farming team. It doesn't really matter what it is. The quicker it can win PvP, the better. And that's basically how you farm gold. There's nothing with a high enough gold bonus, not even Sparkle Sack, to make it worth going out of your way to specifically farm gold with a gold farming team, as in like actually getting that gold value up. You can try getting it up with teams, but unless you're passively already doing it via PvP, there's no point in doing it, because PvP just gives so much more gold than any other place in the game by a gigantic margin. Not sure if they're ever going to rebalance that or do something else with it, but yeah, PvP by a very, very long shot is the best way of gaining gold in this game. And that's match. Should have something to cast here, or do we not? Really? All that board? Yeah, we do. There we go. And that's match. Take another little poke and get another map. This team is, for whatever reason, really good at getting maps. It's because of how it cascades. Hey, we got an Arcane for it too, and then we reached 1 and we got a map. Well, a lot of stuff happening at once, so let's go do the dungeons now. Go claim this for our tier rewards from the last of PvP. And gain all of our tributes. Thank you very much. 11 tribute, not bad. I think my average these days are 7 or 8 with how many kingdoms there are in the game and how upgraded we have them. We're also starting to get quite a few 30,000 tribute kingdoms. I believe this one's at 30,000. I forget what point it gets at 30. No, it's not. I guess 9-star kingdoms. Oh, excuse me. I guess 9-star kingdoms, so like things like Golvania. If we go click the kingdom here, we should see that it's at 9, which actually gives triple tribute, which you can see right there, the 30% chance. That helps quite a bit in getting those extra gems and tribute chances. Anyways, let's go and do our dungeons. Still haven't done them yet. Let's just go run through it with a quick team. Not that one, although that is a quick team, but it's not the correct quick team. Let's go into the Forest Guardian team, I guess. Forest Guardian, double firebomb. I mean, not Forest Guardian, I mean, Rowan team. So we'll get that in there. Get the double firebomb. And we're good to go. Oh, let's get into it. Okay. Let's go take the green. Move this over. Get a firebomb in there. Get a Rowan in there. Double check the board. Looks good. And firebomb into whatever else. Looks like a sunbird. And match. Never mind. Match. There we go. Take the skull instead. That should go slightly quicker. And take the next one. Yeah, if anyone still has any other questions or anything, let me know, and we'll definitely go over it. Otherwise, I'll probably just be ending out after the dungeons. Don't forget the redeem code if any of you haven't used it yet. Should still be good. We only gave it out like 10 minutes ago, so should be okay still. And we'll throw the sunbird in there. And match. And the final dungeon. Oh, we gotta go get that final level though before I end. We're so close. Might as well go get it. Even if this dungeon probably won't do it. I gotta end. We normally only do it for about an hour on nightly streams. If there's anything in specific you need me to go over, I can though. Before we end out. Is it worth disenchanting troops for souls when you have them already mythic? Technically yes, because there's nothing that you would ever use them for at this current moment in time. The problem is, it's only at this current moment of time. We do not know if they're going to add some kind of new feature in the future. Try saying that 5 times fast. Feature in the future. Feature in the future. But yeah, they might be adding some kind of feature in the future that will be requiring them. They said they have no intention on doing this at this current moment in time, but they could in the future, so you never know. I'm personally keeping all of mine, just in case, because you never know. And if they do something like that, I'd obviously want to have those copies. But their current plans is they never intend on making copies of troops required for anything. But just in case they are, we have 215,828 troops available if we were to do that. Hey, we've been in this guild for 600 days. That's how long I made this guild ages ago. But what was I about to go do? I was going to go check our total amount of troops. Oh yeah, I wanted to go disenchant something. Not everything. Oh yeah, what does the new disenchant page look like? Oh no, they don't have a warning button or anything here anymore. Or the little thing. I don't want to accidentally disenchant, but we can see how much we would get. As you can see, if we were to disenchant everything we had, this is just the stuff that's mythic above 4 copies. We would get 2,600,860 souls. That is like 2 Dawnbringers right there. Not even counting our Dawnbringer we already have and our extra souls we have right there. But just that alone is enough to make 2 Dawnbringers. That is how many souls we have in spare troops that we don't need above 4 copies of mythic. But yeah, technically you can go disenchant all this stuff. There really is no other reason to keep most of this other stuff. I personally do because why not? I don't need the souls. We could just go farm them if we needed them. So yeah, I just keep them around because you never know. Maybe they'll make another rarity. Probably not, but maybe they'll do something that will require them. And in case they ever do, I'm keeping all my copies. Actually, if we go to a mount right now, we could probably see some in like thousands. There are people that have like tens of thousands of some troops, but let's see. Where's a mount? Is a mount not possible anymore? Oh, there it is. It's all the way at the bottom. But yeah, you can see we have over 2,000 copies of some copies. We have 5 troops with over 2,000 copies of them. Obviously all commons, but still, yeah. We have a lot of troops that are so useless, but we could disenchant them for so many souls. 2.6 million across all of them. But yeah, disenchanting gives such a little value, though, in this game. And it's not like it gives actual crafting resources either, which is a little bit weird. Like, if you go and disenchant everything, we're not going to get anything that's going to help us craft stuff in the Soul Forge. We get souls, which technically helps us some, but we don't get the other resources, which are kind of needed to actually craft these things, like diamonds and stuff like that. So yeah, you can't really put them towards anything, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a little bit weird how they have it. A little bit weird. But anyways, guys. Wait, soul farming better to leave at normal or raise the difficulty? Depends how quickly you can still win. If you can win at the exact same speed or almost the exact same speed with a higher difficulty, then it's better to put it on the higher difficulty. More often than not, if you're using a Dragon Soul team, I believe normal or hard is the highest you can put it at, because you want to make sure you can wipe it as quickly as possible. But if you were already going to wipe the battle that you're in 2 casts when on a higher difficulty compared to a lower difficulty, then you might as well put it up to at least hard or whatever it needs to go to. But yeah, with a Dragon Soul team, if it requires you to cast an entire Dragon Soul extra, it's probably not worth it. I guess maybe going for a 3rd Dragon Soul cast, so maybe upgrading the difficulty so that 3 Dragon Soul casts will be enough. I believe Divining Fields on Warlord 1 difficulty, you can do that, I believe. Let me go double check. Actually, maybe even Warlord 2. Let me go check. Challenges, first challenge. Let me go test it on our suggested team slot. Oops. Oh yeah, that was the... that's not... I forgot. It doesn't save over the top of the thing. So we'll go Dragon Soul. Where's Dragon Soul? Where's Dragon Soul? I know you're in here. Where'd it go? Seriously, where's Dragon Soul? Am I that blind right now? Oh, it begins with T. That's why I can't find it. There it is, the Dragon Soul. Azurus. I knew we had more copies. I was wondering why I wasn't moving. And of course, the banner into him. And I believe Warlord 1, I want to say. I don't think it can go up to Warlord 2. But I think we can triple cast this. And you know what? Maybe we can do Warlord 2. We'll go give it a shot. But yeah, now we just triple cast and go from there. Actually, can we still double cast that? No, we can't double. But we can definitely triple still. So go for cast number 1. Yeah, I think we actually can go the extra 50%. Cast number 2, and then we'll get max souls at Warlord 3, hopefully. And cast number 3. Alright, let's go give it a shot. Yeah, I guess put it up to Warlord 2 difficulty then, if you're going to go with this team. Explorer, oh, never mind, not Explorer. First challenge Divining Fields or any other easy one. And I think we have enough to triple cast this. Yep, we'll still be able to get it. Nice. Okay, so we'll go move that. Move that way. Get the last little bit of mana we need. Come on, move. There we go. Get the Dragon Soul, get most of our mana. Ideally, we would have cascaded the last of it. Stop taking the mana we need. Stop taking the mana we need. Stop hitting us. Go grab all that. Get a Dragon Soul in there. That pretty much wipes him. Then we need one more. Yeah. This board. Nothing good. There we go. Oh, I think I could actually turn that red. Oh, well, not that big a deal. But yeah, doing something like that, if you were to upgrade the difficulty, I guess could work. And then you get the 3 casts, and then in like 1 minute we get 350 souls. Not too bad. How much would that be per hour? Let's say 1 minute per battle. 350. That's 350 times 60. That would be... oh, that would actually be about 21,000 souls per hour if we could keep that up at 1 win per minute. That's not too bad. Yeah, 21,000 souls per hour, approximately. Give or take a few thousand. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, you definitely want to higher the difficulty then. It used to be really quick. It used to be more towards 25,000 per hour because you used to be able to do it on, I believe, normal or hard difficulty. And when you double casted Dragon Soul, there was a glitch where it counted as full amount of souls. That glitch doesn't work anymore though, so you do have to cast Dragon Soul 3 times to get the full amount. At one point, you were able to do it for 2 casts. So if you look at any of my really old soul farming guides, like the really first ones, the more recent ones are not the case, but the really old ones, if you looked over them, it showed like Dragon Soul. That team like that I just showed, I would normally say is like 25,000. These days, apparently it's about 21,000. The reason it's so much less now, or a few thousand less per hour, is like I mentioned, double Dragon Soul cast does not get full souls anymore. You do have to go out of your way to get the 3rd cast to get the full amount of souls from him. Let's see. Dragon Soul, Fairish Ra, and 2 times Umberwolf. I do not believe I did retry that, but I could definitely go give it a shot. So what was it again? Double Dragon Soul, 2 times Fairish, and an Umberwolf. We'll go give it a shot. Umber. Put that there. And we need 2 Fairish Ras. Put that in there, put that in there. But yeah, it's a pretty similar concept. Should work out. Keep it on Warlord 2, because why not? Will be a little bit harder to get started, but once we get started, it should stay started, because we don't have the extra mana off of Azurus's, so a little bit slower of a mana start than the previous team. But once we get it going, should go at about the same speed as the previous one. And there we go, another cast. And ideally we'd have alignment here, actually we do, and we even have Dragon Soul. And there we go. And it should give us about 575, I believe it is. Hey, we got the level I was talking about too, 560. Oh, I was close. And we got our level up, very nice. And if you could do that once per minute, how much would that be? Though that probably could go a little bit quicker than once per minute. Or then again, it probably will be about the same speed. Though both of them probably could go a little bit quicker than once per minute. I'm just doing that to be really generous on the lower side instead of higher. Just so we know like the absolute minimum that we'd be getting per hour. But even assuming the most minimum amount, that's 33,600 gold. I mean, 33,600 souls per hour. And could probably be more towards 40,000 when actually calculating it out. Of course, I'm not going to do that at the moment though. But yeah, that does seem like it could be a really easy 35 to 40,000 per hour. Normally, double Ferrous Rod does tend to go around that point. Double Ferrous Rod tends to be anywhere from 30,000 to 30,000 to 45,000 souls per hour is about the approximate rates of double Ferrous Rod teams for the most part. Is Faunessa a good choice? Faunessa is okay. I personally only really use it with World Breaker for the most part. My favorite team so far at this current moment with it is Gorgolfa, Florian. Oh wait, that's not Faunessa. Wait, who's Faunessa? Never mind, I thought you said Florian. Who's Faunessa? Oh no, Faunessa is useless. Don't even bother with it. My bad. Yeah, she's pretty dead content. I don't even know why she was really added. I guess oh, I know why she was kind of added. She was ages ago. She was like 2 years ago or so. She was added, as weird as they may seem, as a Luther counter. Because at the time, so many people were running Luthers, so we kind of needed better ways of countering it. And I believe she was added for that purpose. But yeah, Faunessa is pretty useless in the current state of the game, unless they're running ridiculously high attack. Maybe it would still be okay to use on War, and that's about it. Maybe a few other niche instances, but I would not really bother with it most of the time. It's one of the few empowereds that is basically useless. Almost every empowered is good, with about 2 exceptions. If we go over the empowereds, the 2 exceptions are Faunessa and Tall. Those are the only 2 troops in the entire game with empowered that are not worth getting. And maybe Keghammer, depending on how you look at it. Oh, then again, he's a giant counter, so I guess it's still viable in some instances. So yeah, basically just Faunessa and Tall are the only 2 troops in the game that have empowered that are not worth getting. Every other one is anywhere from decent to extremely good. Things like Soothsayer, Spirit Fox, Siren, Princess Elspeth, Mercy, Gobchomper, Firebomb, and Astral Spirit, I would put it in the very good category. Dust Devil's pretty decent in early game for shuffling. Ettin's pretty good in early game for high attack. Keghammer's giant counter. Gobchomper only used for giant counter. The Lamia is the better version of Faunessa, basically, even though she came out first, which is kind of weird. And what other ones did I mention that are kind of lower? Oh yeah, Stargazer is very niche in that you would only use it with a Skull Spam team that needs to have a higher attack damage. This would be something like a Crimson Bat first slot, or a something that's specifically using like a 2 times or a 3 times multiplier in your first slot. It would probably be really good in raids and invasions if there was ever a week you could use it. Currently, there hasn't been a single week where she would be usable, but using it with the 3 times, 4 times, 5 times troop, and then giving it a Stargazer buff would be absolutely amazing, though she hasn't currently been available for any raids or invasion week. But anyways, I'll be heading off for now, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mainly messing around with more of invasions, of course, and just chilling, answering questions, all the normal stuff that we always mess around with. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you all later. Have a good night, and goodbye, everyone.